Good morning, it's Sally from Natural World Journals here. I'm just going to do a quick flip through the new journal I've just finished. It is a lovely day here in the UK. It's going to be 32 degrees, which is the hottest it's been for a long time. Anyway, so I'm going to enjoy the weather a bit later on, but I thought I'd do a quick flip through now. This journal is nearly 6¼ by 8½. It's a 3 signature journal, hidden spine. And I used a beautiful kit by Weathered Textures called China something. I'll have to look it up. It's definitely it's a Chinese themed kit. And I found this beautiful image of in my stash. I don't know if you can see that with the shiny of a looks like a Chinese lady with a vase. It's got a blue ribbon closure, a simple book plate with sort of Chinesey writing. And I'll just show you the material, which is lovely, which is why I picked the China theme. It's sort of got vases and lanterns and koi fish and blossom and very oriental and a sort of Japanese, what are they called, kimono. And I thought it was sort of very oriental, so I decided to go with that sort of theme. So I'll just do a quick flip through. Hope you can see this. So inside front cover, I found this lovely from the range. It's a stained glass kit, but I thought the red went really well with the general theme. So this is from the lovely China kit from Weathered Textures, and I've used that as the front cover for each of the signatures and used it within. So this one is the first signature. Flip thingy-majiggy with a label. And a couple of little journal cards inside. I think this one's got some extra paper. And you can see the lovely kit here. So I just cut that. I just printed them a little bit smaller. Little bit, you can see this. Little bit of decoration. I've tried to use some sort of red themed pages all the way through. As usual with mine, plenty of black pages for journaling. Some lovely images there. Bit of decoration there, black to reflect some of the black on the front. Another piece of the kit there, which I printed on a cream sort of paper. First journal card, which I got from the internet. It's public domain, I believe, onto some blue card with a background of one of the other pieces of the kit. Some decoration there from the kit as well, also from the kit. Little pocket here with a journal card from the kit, which has been reduced in size onto blue card, and a little belly band there with a little bit of extra writing space. Middle of the signature. Managed to remember the circles. Oh, stuck to this time. This is a lovely pocket with the koi fish and a little bit of Chinese writing. This was from my stash. I don't know where I got it from. A bit of extra writing space, sort of very blossom, lots of blossom, which I guess goes with the orient parts of Japan, perhaps, and a little journal card there from the kit. I'm not talking very much. I'm just going to do a quick flip through. This is a belly band. I saw this on a channel I was watching, but you can sort of move it up and down a bit because it's through. I haven't stuck it down, but I left it sort of in the middle. And inside I've got a full page, well, A5 size with some extra paper, which is just slips under there. And obviously you can move it up and down depending on what you want to do. Some more of that lovely paper. I stitched with red some of the sheets, some bits of paper that you can write on the front and back. And obviously there's space for a photograph or something there. Lovely poppies, very oriental. Obviously poppies are associated with something we don't talk about. Okay, and a lovely, I did a full A5 piece of the kit, and inside a sort of coordinating card with sort of cherries and onto blue card. Fairly big journal card there. And that's the end of the first signature. Second signature has lovely dragons on the front, and some Chinese characters. Bit of decoration there, more flowers, More of the kit. The kit is lovely, actually. I have printed it on a lot of cream card. Pocket here. I've had this image from a site for a long time and never had a chance to use it because it's very specific. I think this lady is Japanese because of what she's wearing. But inside I have a couple of journal cards, one with birds with some writing on and a little bit of extra writing space on that one as well. I thought that those two colours went quite well with her clothing. Another one here, little journal card with koi fish onto blue card and a stamp here, a little bit of decoration. More decoration there. This is from England is a Garden, but I quite like the image with the reds. Lovely, an extra page here with the card with a fan, lovely Chinese fan. And on the other side, again, I saw this on another video I was watching. It's actually usually stitched in, but I decided to glue it. Added some of the material and a little gold ribbon. And there's a journal card onto blue card that slips into there. Ooh, sort of slips into there. It does slip in. There we go. Poppy there. Middle of the signature with my little circles. I put the circles in to prevent the threads from sort of, I don't know, fraying or moving back. It's just something I do. Another bit of poppy. Another back of the lovely card there. Another pocket here. I've also had this image for a very long time, if you can see that. I think it's called The Lanterns. It's public domain from a site that it prints public domain images. I thought it was very beautiful. And some sort of coordinating paper. A little bit of extra writing space there. There we go. So I've used some little tuck here made up of different parts of the kit. Some of fabric, labels and some of the writing. And again, one from my stash, which is actually upside down. So sort of got a view of countryside with flowers dropping. I thought that was quite appropriate with the flowers that goes with the red here. A little bit of the fabric that matches over here. This is from, I can't remember where this is from, but it's sort of Blossom, which I think is more Chinese or Japanese Oriental. And here is another one of those beautiful kit cards, which I've printed onto A5. I've reduced the size, printed those out. Another part of the kit, bit of decoration there, matches that beautifully. And that is the end of the second signature. Third signature features sort of the famous houses with the turret thingamajigs, if you can see that, there. It's very, I really love this kit. It's very lovely. So onto card as well, which I've reinforced them all with black edging to sort of coordinate with the black on the front, which I thought worked quite well. Bit of decoration there. Another pocket here with a faux tab and a journal card from the kit and another one of those images, which I think is the right way. There's a hill in the background. More poppies. Seem to have had a lot of poppies. This is, I sort of thought about this idea. I've done the waterfall before where you use the same piece of paper all the way through. But I decided to do the same thing with 3 pockets. So this is one image. It mostly fits together. And I've done 3 small journal cards using a part of the kit onto white card, so they all just slip into there. They're very small, but I quite like the idea of having just one sheet making 3 pockets. More of the kit with a lovely fish and the writing. Another journal card here. Again, another one I've had from my stash, which I think is called The Lantern. Very Oriental theme again, and also from my stash, sort of more Blossom with a bird. That I thought went quite well. Another bit of decoration there with the red to match the chili. I guess it's a chili. And another piece of the kit on the back. Nice paper there. More kit pages. Centre of the signature. Another bit of decoration there. And we have another one, another pocket here with a small journal card onto blue card. Most of the journal cards are onto blue card, again, to reflect the blue in the front of the journal. Front of the fabric, rather. Bit of decoration there with a bit of fabric. I think you've seen me do this before, which is a sort of the envelope shape, but I just cut one of the pages down and glued it in. And again, I think I've used this image on a front of a journal before now, but it is quite appropriate. It looks more Japanese themed with the bird, and I thought it went really well with that particular colouring. More decoration, another faux tab. And that is and there's the back with the beautiful stained glass. The red just happens to go really well. So that's my Oriental themed journal. It should be on my Etsy store today. I am going to try and photograph it now. But thanks for watching. I've had quite a few people watch previous videos. I'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe. But up to you. If you'd rather not, I understand. Thanks so much. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.